Arab International Airport saw more than 2 million passengers on 17,000 flights in 2023. Minister of Civil Aviation Abbas Helmi highlighted that these achievements align with Egypt's plan to boost tourism. Egypt received 11.7 million tourists in 2022, up from 8 million in 2021, marking a 46.2% increase. As many as 7 million tourists visited Egypt during the first half of 2023, with officials initially expecting the number to reach 15 million in the entire year.
Welcome back. Well, as many as 45 hot air balloons decorated the skies of Luxor, carrying more than 1,000 tourists of different nationalities. Head of the Egyptian Federation for Hot Air Ballooning Companies in Luxor, Ahmed Aboud, said in a statement on Friday that the weather in the upper Egyptian city is suitable for the rides. Hot air balloon rides over the ancient wonders of Luxor are the tourists' favorite as they get a chance to explore the city's landscape and famous landmarks. To shed more light on this, we have the pleasure to have this phono with our dear guest, Dr. Amr Atef, travel and tourism expert. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Well, Dr. Atef, now about 45 hot air balloons have decorated the skies of the city of Luxor, carrying more than 1,000 tourists from different nationalities. How did you see or view the impact of this event on promoting tourism in Egypt? Especially, yes, especially we are in the winter season now, a very high season for Egypt, of course, in the field of tourism.
Yes, I mean, it's the high season, as you kindly said, and the number of balloons enlightening the skies of Luxor, as a matter of fact, is a good promotion for tourism in Luxor. The hot air balloon, travelers ask about the hot air balloon and enjoy the hot air balloon whenever they come to Luxor, and they get to see the temples and view the sights from the balloons. So that was a great idea to have those 45 hot air balloons in the skies of Luxor, and a good promotion for tourism, especially as you said that it's the high season for tourism now. I mean, with the New Year vacations and holidays. So this is quite an event, and the feedback will come, and we'll see more travelers coming to Luxor, inshallah.
Yes, also, as I've just mentioned, that it's the winter season. So what are the programs or the schedule that provided by the Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities for the winter season, especially in Luxor and Aswan?
Of course, I mean, the Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities is preparing lots of itineraries and lots of programs for Luxor and Aswan. And those who come to Egypt now visit Luxor. They spend one night in Luxor, and then they go on a cruise, and then head to Aswan, get to visit the temples on the banks of the River Nile. They visit the temple of Edfu, Esna, Kumambo, and then the temple of Fila in Aswan. Some of them spend a night or two in Aswan, and some of them head back to Cairo. So this is the high season, as you kindly mentioned, and there are lots of itineraries also, not only at Luxor and Aswan, but also in Cairo. And people now, especially with the new discoveries that has been going on, are willing, I'm talking about the tourists, are willing to come and visit the sites and see the new discoveries and the new excavations that takes place in Egypt.
Yes, Dr. Atef, now we are going through holidays, the Christmas feast and the New Year, and most of the people are on vacation. So give us an idea about the domestic tourism inside Egypt in the feasts and in the several occasions.
Of course, I mean, we are towards the holidays, the Christmas and the New Year, and there are lots of domestic traveling happening, and this is part of the sustainability. You know, sustainability became very important in all the elements of tourism, and part of the sustainability will be the domestic tourism. So we have like 6 million Egyptians who travel domestically, I mean, inside Egypt, and that for sure enriches the income of tourists and keep the site going, of course. So it's very important, domestic tourism. And we see people from all over the country, all over Egypt, visiting the sites. I mean, you go to the Egyptian Museum, you see people there in the Egyptian Museum, you see Egyptians in the Egyptian Museum. You go to the pyramids, there are like 6,000 who visit the pyramids every day and in the weekends. So you go to the pyramids, you see the Egyptians there enjoying the heritage and enjoying the pyramids. You go to Luxor, you see the Egyptians there in the holidays. So domestic tourism is one very important element of tourism in Egypt.
Yes, despite the winter this year in Egypt is very warm, as we all see or
Yeah.
witness. Yes, not like any other year. The weather is very good nowadays. So the
Yeah.
Marsa Alam International Airport have received 139 tourist flights coming to the airport, carrying not less than 28,000 tourists from different European nationalities. So how do you view the importance of the Red Sea tourism, Marsa Alam, Sharm el-Sheikh, Hurghada? Yes, give us an
The
idea
Red
about this.
Sea, yes, sure. The Red Sea tourism and the beach tourism is considered to be one of the main elements of tourism worldwide. And more than 90% of the travelers who travel all over the world they go to the beaches. People would like to visit a museum or a sightseeing once, but they won't go there every year. But if they enjoy their vacation in Marsa Alam or in Sharm el-Sheikh or in Hurghada, they can go there every year and enjoy the holidays. So, Egypt is focusing now, as you kindly mentioned, on Marsa Alam and Sharm el-Sheikh and Hurghada. The flights coming to Marsa Alam bring tourists from European countries, from different European countries, and that's a good move and a good start for a fruitful tourist season, inshallah.
Yes. So how do you weigh, Dr. Atef, how do you weigh the efforts exerted by the Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities in promoting for tourism despite the current challenges, of course, facing the whole world, the economy? Previous years, most of the countries have suffered from the pandemic and also the political crises in the whole world, also with the war in Ukraine, Russia, also the Gaza Strip. So how did you see how the Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities have acted to these circumstances to promote tourism?
Despite of all what's happening in the world around us, you still can see that the Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities are doing lots of efforts and exerting lots of efforts to promote tourism. And, they facilitated visas, they open new airports, the new discoveries that has been going on. People like to come and see new discoveries, new sightseeings. It's this what we would call the Instagrammic tour that people are after. Instagrammic tours that people are after, and they come here to enjoy the Instagrammic tours. So, the Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities are working hard day in and day out to promote tourism and to encourage travelers to come to Egypt. As I told you, they just allowed lots of nationalities to get the visas at the airports upon arrival. So that would facilitate the airports. The facilitations in the airports are very much seen, and they do lots of facilitations at the airports to make the travelers' way to Egypt easy and more comfortable, if I can say.
Yes, Dr. Atef, the latest discovery in the Saqqara district last week adds to the series of discoveries that has been discovered there in the previous years. A series of discoveries, of course, wooden coffins and rest of stuff and several monuments that has been discovered there last week. How would this add to the map of the tourism in Egypt?
Of course, the new discoveries is one of the most important elements that would add to tourism in Egypt. And as you kindly mentioned, they just discovered new discoveries in Saqqara last week, new coffins and colored statues and what have you. So people want to see this. People want to see this new sites and new discoveries. The feedback we get from the travelers all the time is that we were here to see the new discoveries. We're here to see the new tombs that has been opened for the visitors for the first time. They like to go back home and brag about it. With the internet now, they take a picture and in the blink of an eye, the picture is posted on the social media and people can see that and promote for tourism. So I think the new discoveries, and especially in Saqqara, it doesn't stop to impress us with all the valuable discoveries in Saqqara. I think is an added value for tourism in Egypt.
Yes, I thank you very much for your time. Thank you for your valuable information, Dr. Amr Atef, travel and tourism expert. Thank you very much for joining us over the phone. With this, my dear viewers, we come to the end of this episode of our program, Cairo Local Time. My name is Amal Mukhtar. Thank you for watching.
رسمين طريق وبنمشي فيه ونروح بعيد فايتك حكاوي كتير لو لسه ما شفتهاش هنا كل يوم بيعدي